Welcome back to the AB Scale Project. I'm Krager, and this is Alpha Bravo. And for this episode, we're shrinking down for the Micromasters. These small guys were made as a response to the popularity of the Micro Machines line. They made smaller transformers that were sold in packs or patrols of 4. They appeared in the Japanese Victory cartoon and Zone OVA. Afterward, they made many comic book appearances. In the IDW 2005 continuity, they were mainly converted Gorlam Prime citizens that guarded the gate to the Dead universe. Some of them were given supersized treatment, and those are the ones that we're going to focus on in this episode. I've already talked about Stakeout and Barricade in previous episodes linked in the description below. First we'll look at Countdown. He was most prominent in the Dreamwave comics and had a brief stint in the IDW comics before he was infected with personality tics. Officially, we've got G1, Universe, and Siege. Universe Drop Shot is in as a height stand-in for the Universe. For G1, Siege wins as an updated version of the G1. For IDW, the look is a stylized G1, and we can't get the good scale, but we can guess at least a deluxe. So we can remove the G1 and the Siege. Now the Universe just doesn't have the look. So the only option is a custom. I used a Thrilling 30 scoop, made shoulder and wrist guns, and used the Trailbreaker radar dish from the Centurion pack. Next up is Fix-It. He was a Cybertron-bound medic since Ratchet and First Aid were on the Lost Light. You can see I only have the RID 2015 Legends version. For G1, the G1 Micromaster wins. For IDW, he was a deluxe, so we'll have to turn to a custom again. I recommend the Combiner Wars First Aid and get Steam Shield's head off of Shapeways. This is the CBB version, but you get the idea. Tailwind in IDW, the supersized incarnation anyway, pretty much was only there to get cut in half. From the pic, it looks like he's between a Scout and a Deluxe. G1 wins for G1 since there's no update. For IDW, you can repurpose or customize Combiner Wars Viper or the KO oversized version of Powerglide. For Blackjack, he was a security officer that became a Stunticon. We have G1, Siege, and the Combiner Wars. For G1, Siege wins as an update. For IDW, the comics obviously used the Combiner Wars mold, so the Combiner War wins for IDW. For Grit, Knockout, not that Knockout, that's another episode, Vanquish, Fireshot, Oiler, and Slide, the only option is G1. It would take customers to supersize them as well if you want them in larger sizes. Currently, the only thing I have for them is repurposing Siege Stormcloud and Visper for Vanquish and Fireshot. For the other Micromasters, unless they have a Siege update, the G1 wins. Of course, customs and repurposes are always an option. Since we're in this micro neighborhood, we'll take a look at the Minicons. The only ones of note I could find in IDW Universe were Nickel, that we've covered before, Skyblast, and the Ammonites. For Skyblast, the Armada is the only official one available. But in the IDW comics, he should be a deluxe, so another custom would be needed. For the Ammonites, use the Thrilling 30 Minicon Assault Team. For all the other Minicons, use the Unicron Trilogy incarnation of your choice. Thanks for joining us today on the AB Scale Project. If the characters you'd like to see, put your requests in the comments below. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.